I flew my Lil Dip tow-line glider as a high-start glider off of Frozen Lake today. I did not build this glider, and the person that built it did a really good job. Apparently they must have pre-shrunk the tissue because it really doesn't sag much. The larger portion of the lake has lots of fish houses and vehicles out there now, so I flew off of the smaller side, which not many people fishing on, and they race motorcycles in one section, but I stayed downwind. BMJR sells the kit for the Lil Dip if you want to build one from a kit. So I set up my high start plenty downwind from the motorcycles, but the direction of the wind seemed to change after the first couple of flights, and then it was getting kind of close to the shore where there's trees. So in this flight I probably stretched the high start back farther than I should have, and it just kept climbing, and it was just on the high start what seemed to be forever, but finally it did release, and luckily as it started to go to the right it came back out over the ice instead of in the trees. I also have a retro gnome that I flew today also, and it works well, but the Lil Dip, it's a lighter wing loading, higher aspect ratio, and it does go up slower on the high start, and the glide is slower. And if I caught any lift, I think it would go up really easily. I had put single channel RC on it when I first got it, and I used it to practice towing in a small field, but I took that off now and flying at free flight. I'm not using the auto rudder. I've had trouble with using those, and usually the gliders tend to circle anyhow, but I think I might need it on this. Here you see my retro gnome. Started flying the retro gnome, I was using like 1/8 rubber, and that was just too much, and it didn't self-correct like it does with a thinner rubber.